Let me see here. How does this actually... Something like this, right? It has to basically wiggle around. Oh, let's try not to drop this since I just had it repaired. Stay. And the time has come. It is time to finally take the car out of the hole, get it onto the trailer, and tow it down to Cincinnati for a cage. Couple of fun things I saw on the way down. A couple of bomb squad vehicles randomly pulled off to the side of the road. Nothing to see here. And here's a spot where Ohio ended construction, I think, a little bit too soon because the road is not in great shape after the construction ends. Of course, on the way back, it is actually law in Pennsylvania that if you're outside of Pennsylvania and see a Sheetz or a Wawa, you are actually required to stop there or face severe criminal penalties. And then I finally made it home. It's a long day. So now my next task is to basically strip the black focus of anything that I will find useful and want to transfer to the orange focus, which suspension and a couple of other bits. You will notice in some of these shots that there are markings consistent with SCCA Autocross, or Rallycross rather. I did take the black focus here to the last Rallycross event of the season. Adam had put at least just kind of a roll hoop in there so that I could do that more safely or do some hill climbs or something while I was waiting for the still building the orange car. And I made it to 1. And I turned right, and the driver's side half shaft fell right out of the transmission, and I made it no further after spending all morning on a nice, cold, rainy day in the middle of a muddy field. It was awesome. And what do I get for my pain? So I simply towed it back, and I'm just not going to mess with that anymore. And I probably also have to find a way to fix the suspension geometry on the next car because I don't want to keep having things fall out. And, as usual, there will be time warping of the boring shit, which I define as anything that is not likely for me to actually say something about or talk to myself, which is to say you guys. Some people might argue that everything I've done so far is boring, and that's fine too, but stop watching if that's the case.
Young legend in the making. Heard they was salty, so I shake them. Yeah, I heard them hating, but a nigga been patient. In my room I'm just pacing. Marathon lifestyle. We've been running different races. Taking the risk is the same.
Maybe I should have actually taken the door off before I jacked the car to full working height, because my jack stands were not tall enough to support the door, so I had to improvise. On the plus side, this would be a convenient working height. Not the worst idea I've ever had, but apparently not the best either. Oh well, recovered. Sort of. You can catch us with the baddies and the high cars. If they try to pull us over, it is not ours. Hey, I got a feeling like a pop star. She says she's sick and tired of love, she just want more. I know they didn't think that we would make it this far. I know they didn't think that we would take it this far. Hey, let's go. You know, I've owned this ball joint puller for some while, and I tried it and I couldn't get the right angle, so I thought it was self-explanatory enough that I didn't need instructions or a video. In fact, it doesn't even come with instructions. So I found a video and figured out the right angle, and now I can have some success, and this should be a lot easier on my arms. You can catch us with the baddies and the high cars. If they try to pull us over, it is not ours. Hey, I got a feeling like a pop star. She says she's sick and tired of love, she just want war. I know they didn't think that we would make it this far. I know they didn't think that we would take it this far. This is the part where I point out the ridiculous irony of that thing being so hard to pull out now, given the number of times that it's fallen out simply from the weight of the car dropping. Maybe that's what I should have done, was put the weight of the car on it and turned. Didn't think I'd come up, y'all need a little faith. I've been pacing, just waiting on the river with an ace. Gotta move real careful, we coming surveying the place. I touch down in your city, that's a rival. Y'all got one thing on your mind, it's survival. But if you wanna take a shot at the title, call the medic, we checking your vitals. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, this is my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, and this is my prime. Let me tell them one time. And as in so many other things, it doesn't come down to how hard you're working, but getting just the right angle. Prime time, we mile high, the gate closed. Same city is voice, and I mean woes. It's flatbeds for the checks. I remember installing this by hand. So I had not yet purchased this drill. And boy, it'll be so much easier this way. Especially if I actually pick the right size. By the time that the ink will dry, let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, this is my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, and this is my prime. Let me tell them one time. Set them all in my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, feeling real good, yeah, all in my prime. It's about that time, say your goodbyes, cause ain't no match for the way that I grind, yeah, I'm all in my prime. It is going to be a tragedy if I can't get the shift knob off them, since I spent so much time getting the knob down to it. Yeah, whatever. Spent so much time getting this trimmed down to accept the extension that I better be able to get both of these things off, and then I have to figure out what do I want to. I've already cut this dash down, so I don't know if I want to use it in the new car. In fact, actually, I may not be able to with the cage in the way. So, but I'm going to pull it because I might find it useful anyway.
But the way I'm blacking out, I think it's getting scary. Get a fan by the win, it's hereditary. You don't take a loss here, yeah, we legendary. Let's go. Here we top, live with it. Yeah, we gon'
I'm in this engine compartment once again to remove it. Well, it should go better this time. This is my third engine removal. I'd kind of forgotten that I'd broken that connector, but I am happy to note that it broke on the car side of things. So hopefully I'll have an unbroken one in the orange car.
Always been a visionary. But the way I'm blacking out, I think it's getting scary. Get a fan by the wind, it's hereditary. Don't take a loss here, yeah, we legend.
There is some kind of appears to be a plastic cap down here, and I'm excited to figure out where this came from because I've done a search and inventory of all of the caps on this car, and the radiator cap is over there on top of the radiator, and the power steering fluid cap is, oh, it looks like it's just out of frame, or maybe at the very bottom here. The 710 cap is more or less under the tripod there, so I don't think that this cap is, I don't know why there is a cap here, or for that matter, if it's actually going to move, because it appears to be trapped between the alternator and this stud, which is fantastic because I replaced the alternator, but I would have had trouble getting the alternator in place if this was there when I installed it. So I am, man, this is wedged. Okay. Power steering fluid? Did I? This looks suspiciously new, but I don't remember replacing it. Did I replace it? Now I can't remember. Okay, well that's out of the way.
Remember my name. Now I was born of the fire, sworn to a higher code. Get lighter up, lit bit out of your tire go. We gon' level up, corner office the entire flow. Put the B of air wheels, I ain't do anything on a lighter note. Yeah.
I've completely dispensed with the pretense of having that separate container of cat litter, and now I'm just taking it directly from the bag.
Party never over, how the model still goes. They remember my name. They gon' remember mine. Yeah, I've been making y'all believe they remember my name. We ain't not the same, no. Real since day one, and I ain't gon' change up. Remember my name. Yeah. Real legend never die. Still with the business, you should probably let it lie. Side 4 and 9, that's Korea suicide. Tell her one time, forever in my prime, they remember mine. Real legend never die. Still with the business, you should probably let it lie. Side 4 and 9, that's Korea suicide. Tell her one time, forever in my prime, they remember my name. Yeah, they gon' remember mine.
So if you ever talk to anybody from Gen X, you'll discover that nobody knows irony the way we do. And I'm sure lots of people would disagree, some within Gen X and some in other generations, but certainly the boomers don't get it the way we do, and maybe the younger ones we've passed that on to. But I knew the car was going to fail inspection, and asked my mechanic to put a catalytic converter on it, since that's required by ARA rules and state inspection. And they said, you know what, we don't do welding, we're going to have to send you somewhere else. So it's kind of ironic that the place that they sent me to put that catalytic converter on using clamps rather than welding. But fortunately, I think that whoever installed this exhaust, which is, I think, a not stock, it says MagnaFlow on the side, so I guess that's not stock. Whoever did this appears to have put some things together using clamps here, and that's actually going to help me, because when I was futzing with the other one, which was all welded front to back, getting it up around the subframe was physically impossible, so I had to cut it. So looks like I get to just unbolt this maybe, if all goes well. That's the catcher. Not catcher, not clincher, catch. That's the catch. That's the word I was looking for. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? And no, I do not need to own anywhere near that amount of chain, but I'd rather have more and not need it and just loop it up.
Sexy mamas coast to coast, came to rock with the styles of most. Toast like bread inside your head, ear to ear with a ball or drag. Dance like no one's watching you. Get down with your whole damn crew. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm. It's a sound every round when we give it to you. In the place to be, forget your heads at the door, most definitely. B-girls, B-boys, if you're in the place, make some noise, come on, shake your waist. Get down in the place to be, forget your cares at the door, most definitely. B-girls, B-boys, if you're in the place, make some noise, come on, shake your waist.
I've just gotten word from Adam Brock that the cage is going to be ready 4 days from today. So I'll be picking that up, which gives me a new sense of renewed urgency to get this engine out so that I can get this car out of the hole and get the orange one back in the hole. First I have to drop the engine, and then I can recycle any other parts. I think I've pretty much gotten everything out of there except for the rear engine mount. Although I should probably grab the manifold relay control, the IMRC? I don't know. But it does a thing with and opens and closes the manifold runner, and apparently that's a problematic part from time to time, so I may as well grab the spare one.
That's fine with us. Come on, line them up. 4, 5, fine with us. Go and line them up. 2, yeah, that's fine with us. 3, go and line them up. 4, 5, that's fine with us. Go and line up. I said go and line up. Yeah, it's fine with us. I said go and line up. Whoever got next is fine with us. Line up. I said whoever got next is fine with us. Let the blood run cold and the guests know they in my world. The best of both, seen a little more. That mean the less I know. All I gotta do, collect it though.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was to be expected. Oh, new leak. What the fuck? How? Alright, whatever.
Even when you down, keep it moving. The movement is never gonna stop, man. I do this. Go and line them up. 2, that's fine with us. 3, come and line them up. 4, 5, fine with us. Go and line them up. 2, yeah, that's fine with us. 3, go and line them up. 4, 5, that's fine with us. Go and line up. I said go and line up. Yeah, it's fine with us. I said go and line up. Whoever got next is fine with us. Line up. I said whoever got next is fine with us.
Should've had it down by now. Always fucking around. Ain't got a clue how to claim a virtue. American playboy. Should've hit the brakes. American playboy. You've been addicted to the chase. American playboy. Take a bite of the fruit. American playboy, clinging to faded youth. Now what you gon' do? What you gon'
I don't see it like I used to see it, babe. Sex on fire, 'cause I wanted to be the king of something. Now I see the the way the rain falls off a leaf. Married to the air of temporality.
Should've had it down by now. Always fucking around. Ain't got a clue how to claim a virtue. American playboy. Should've hit the brakes. American.
So the intake manifold relay control, runner control, IMRC, whatever, lives up under the wheel well, which I thought I had successfully loosened. Okay, indeed we have. Good. Alright, so that looks like a couple of easy bolts. And I say easy knowing damn well that it won't be. There we go. They loop that under the cable, great. Love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. Chances that this comes off, it's merely the torque of the electric wrench.
To the air of
I can't believe that actually happened.
Womanized through a woman's eyes. Fully canonized. Dirty mind. Try to sanitize. Try to purify. Worthy ride. All these dreams are mine.
Okay, I was not actually expecting that to fall out that readily. I thought it was still going to have like a hook or something.
Fully canonized. Dirty mind. Try to sanitize. Try to purify. Worthy ride. All these dreams are mine. All these dreams are mine. Woo! Should've had it down by now. Always fucking around. Ain't got a clue how to claim a virtue. American playboy. Should've hit the brakes. American playboy. You're addicted to the chase. American playboy. Take a bite of the fruit. American playboy. Clinging to faded youth now. What you gon' do? What you gon'
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go. We wanna
And I suppose I get to end this episode the way the last one ended, with me pending for a trip down to Cincinnati and back. Although in this case, at least it'll be to come back with a car that is caged and ready to get the engine back in and do all of the necessary things to turn it into a proper rally car instead of a hunk of junk rust that isn't a proper rally car. So I guess we'll get to see how angry this makes me. Or maybe I'll just show my cool and cold like old Joe. In the meantime, we'll see you next time. Alright. Got my finger in there, found the hole, and now I can put this in it. You can make of that what you will.